It is the undefeated UFC featherweight, the former CFFC champ. It's El Animal himself, Blake Bilder, man. Blake, I got to ask, man, the UFC debut, it's upon us, right? I mean, you had this incredible run at CFFC. You went to the Contender Series, but now it's time to get it done in the UFC. What's the feel like for you? What's the emotion like right now for you, man?
It feels familiar, to be honest. It's just like it's like I expected to be here. I expected to win. I expected to come out and face a bunch of adversity, last minute opponent changes, and people talked all that shit. But I always stepped up, John. I always stepped up. And I always gave people their fair share. Hey, I'll fight you, but I'm getting ready for bigger shows. I got my eyes on the prize, and here we are. It's
100%.
It's what I expected.
It's been an honor to watch it run. Obviously, there's nothing I enjoy more than seeing people, living their dream and chasing their passion and making it, from the regional stage on up to the big level. And as you said, you had an amazing run in CFSC, but now you're in the UFC and you're going to Australia. I mean, it's crazy,
Yeah.
right? You get the call. It's time to make the debut. What's your initial reaction? I know you knew you'd be in the UFC, but now you got to travel halfway around the globe to do it. Does that excite you, or do you think like, man, is this just more adversity? Like, what was the thought?
Never adversity. So for me, like I know like maybe they might think like B side, but for me, I always see myself as A side. That's so I've been going in people's backyards my whole career and laying the smack down. Hitting them with the sweet chin music. So it's nothing new to me. I'm excited. The only thing is just like getting everybody that I love and that I train with to Perth. Because you got to get a visa. One of the 18 countries that you got to get a visa in. So that's the only thing that I'm like but we'll get sponsors to take care of that. I'm extremely blessed. I'm extremely grateful to be in the position that I'm in, and I can make it happen where I can get everybody that I need over there.
I love it. What are your plans, Blake? Are you planning on going over there a little bit early or something like that to get adjusted? I mean, look, as somebody that's made that trip a handful of times, I mean, jet lag's a real thing, and I wasn't trying to get ready for a cage fight. You know what I mean? I was just gonna sit cage side and type. So, what's your plan? Are you planning on just rolling with it or going early? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I plan on showing up the day of weigh-ins 2 hours before.
You're a crazy enough man. You might do that. You might do that.
I would be crazy enough to do it and pull it off. But no, we plan on getting out there probably like half a week early, get acclimated, get like an Airbnb, get settled in, and just make Australia our new home for a week and a half.
I love it. Speaking of making a new home, it looks like the UFC Performance Institute behind you. You're right down the road from my place. Are you making Vegas a new home? I mean, I kind of like seeing you out here.
I like seeing me out here too. I mean, that's something that's definitely in the works. It's something me and my coach Flame are talking about. But as of right now, Orange County is home. But we just decided to come out here. We've been wanting to come out here, so we both just decided, hey, we're gonna come out here Sunday to kind of now to whenever we feel like coming back. This is our job. We live to do this. So
I dig it, man. Soak it in. And obviously, it's a great place for fighters, man. There's so many resources available to you there. Let's talk about this matchup. Shane as an opponent. I mean, is it somebody you had watched compete before? Were you familiar with this game? Are you now? What do you think of him overall?
I don't know. Like the only person that I'm really focused on is me. Shane. Looks like he had a couple of years where he was not very active. That's all I really know about him. I know he likes to do the haka to people at weigh-ins or whatever, so that's good for him. Yeah, I'm not too worried about him, to be honest, John. I'm more worried about me and keeping myself in check. So if the man in the mirror is doing good, then all is right.
I love it, man. Obviously, you always do focus on yourself, and you focus on positive messages as well, right? I mean, mental
Always.
health is a big thing, and I just wonder what it's like for you. I mean, I know, look, the platform is building, right, and it's going to
Yeah.
continue, but I just wonder what it's been like for you, because I've got to imagine the last year of your life, man, the exposure that you've gotten, the amount of people that you've probably been able to reach that have probably reached out to you. I imagine it's exactly what you always thought it would be, but how has it been, seeing that now you can, influence these people and you can reach these people and they're reaching out to you? What's that been like for you?
It's good, man. It's good, man. There's you know what? There's a lot of people that are suffering in silence, and there's more people that need to step up and talk about it. Because a lot of people look at guys like me and the Flame, and they see us as like as superstars, which we for sure are. But uh, uh, somebody just hit me up. Somebody just hit me up as we're talking about this and said I do not and just quoted me as saying that I helped them out. Somebody just said that right now. That's crazy. So it popped on in my notifications. But this is how it goes. This is the big blessing, because look, people talk about depression. People talk about anxiety. I don't know too much about anxiety. Only a little bit before my fights, but not really anymore. But depression, I had it my whole life. I had it my whole life, and suicidal thoughts, suicidal ideation. I would do it like this. I would go there. It would be like this. And it's playing that victim card, and I no longer choose to believe in it. I do not believe in it, and so people get mad at me about that. But I say it like this, John, and it's not to offend anybody. It's just I know from personal experiences, which is why I'm saying it. I wouldn't speak on it had I not gone through it. But it's like this. It's like, for me, okay. It's like, how can a person diagnose somebody with depression, but then they give them a sugar pill, and they take it, and oh, I got so much energy, yeah, I'm back to life. Years later, they're like, yeah, those were the it wasn't even medication, it was just a sugar pill. And the only difference was the belief that this pill will help me become better, will help rewire the chemistry in my brain. So for me, I choose to align my thoughts in such a way that it is that sugar pill. Like my positive thoughts, and it's like, obviously we have those days, right? We all have those days, and those are days that we're supposed to have. We're supposed to feel those emotions, but you get up, you go work out, and you take action, and you try and help the next person, and you try and be selfless, and if you can do that and eat right, and just go for a walk and meditate, and enjoy the small beautiful things in life, man, it's crazy. It's crazy how your life can turn around. There's like this thing going around. It's like where people talk about, like, what how long would the world have missed you if you had been successful in your suicide attempt? You see people like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years ago, and unfortunately, Braden, 10 months ago, man. I mean, he was able to see his little baby, my little niece. Oh man, just a bundle of joy, just so sweet, But he made his choice, and we have our choice now to become better and choose to 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 live in such a way where it's gonna help us and help other people. I mean, this guy's hitting me up right now and just talking about it. That's crazy timing.
I love that, man. I know how difficult, this year has been for you, on top of all the
Yeah.
good things as well. But I think it's so amazing that you're sharing that message, and we're seeing more people talk about it. And I think that's so
Yeah.
important, right? I mean, I have no hesitation saying mixed martial artists, baddest dudes on the planet, right? I mean, this is the toughest sport there is. But when guys like you, guys like Patty Pimblett, guys like Jared Gordon can talk about this stuff and keep it real, man, I just think that's such a great contribution to society.
Yeah, man. I mean, it needs to be talked about, and people need to, because like, what helped me was Andrew Tate, Top G. you know, he was just like, he just said that you're a coward if you commit suicide. And it was right after my little brother committed suicide. But like in my head, I was like, all right, well, he's probably saying that to like stop, to deter people from doing it, so they don't feel like they lived their life as a coward and took the easy way out. And then he went more into it, and yeah, it's just to deter people. And his way isn't like very kind and soft. It's very brash and abrasive, which is like also might not hit some people, but for me, it really helped me out.
I love it. By the way, I see you're trying to get the Flame some spotlight over there, right? What's the Flame doing today, man? Is he giving interviews now, or does he just stay silent on the side over there?
That's my right hand man.
Yeah, I just let my boy have the spotlight for sure. I'm not.
I love it.
I let the stars shine. I don't, become a eclipse for sure.
I love it. Well,
it's star shining.
Yeah. I love it. Always with it. I see you guys are together all the time, man. I love to see it. By the way, is the pressure on to get a bonus? You got to pay for them rollies, right? I mean,
hey. Let's show the bus down.
Oh, you got to. Got it. I love it.
I always wanted one, so yeah, we went and got one for my boy over in Anaheim. So
very cool.
Playing money ain't a thing.
It's funny because when I saw that, the first thing I thought is, Blake, stop. You're just getting into UFC. Don't do this. But then when I heard you say it's something I always wanted for myself, man, I always imagined that. Then to me, I was like, okay, I respect it. Like, yes, maybe it's a crazy little expenditure of money early in the career, but if it's something you always wanted, that's pretty special.
Yeah, Jason House's my manager, his wife Alyssa, was like, no, don't buy it. Buy a house. Like, next.
I love it. Well, Blake, talk to me the expectations this first fight. Like I said, it's been a crazy ride for you this last year. First fight, is this just, hey, man, let's get in there, let's get comfortable, let's get a win, let's get our feet wet? Or is this like, no, I'm going in there, I'm getting a bonus, I'm setting the world ablaze? Like, what's the mindset going in there?
Fucking, you're gonna have to fucking kill me to get me out of there. You know this, and I'm coming for everything, man. I'm coming for finishes. I don't wanna be a boring point fighter. Even as a champion, I don't want to be a boring point fighter. I want to put on a show, entertain the crowd, and just have fun with it. I want to have the most fun with it, and just be an icon in the sport. Somebody that stirs things up, makes things different, and brings something new.
Awesome. Well, Blake, I cannot wait for it. I'm not making the trip down to Perth. I'm not jealous that you have to fly that long. It's a long way, but I will be watching on pay-per-view. It's a long way, dude. It's so long. But, hey, man, I will be honored to watch you on pay-per-view. I was honored to call some of your fights in CFFC. I'm happy for you now. Wish you nothing but the best, Blake.
Is he out? Is he out? Yes, he is out. I appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you more than you know, man. Thank you for everything. Thank you for commentating my fights. Thank you for all the interviews. And man, just God bless you and your family and your loved ones and all the support over the years, man. It doesn't go unnoticed.
Awesome, brother. Nothing but continued success to you. More rollies and a house. Okay.
Next is a house.